Okay. Oh, Ray, welcome. Welcome in from everybody who's coming in from Ray's stream. Kamesy, Trash Can Wolves. Oh, yes. You did. Trash Can Wolves did our wonderful stream trailer, our channel trailer for here and on our YouTube. DJ Nerd is here. Gothic Pluto, welcome. Welcome. Bunyip Man, hello. Yes. Ray of Soul. Wonderful channel trailer that we made that Trash Can Wolves edited for us. I love it. It's been wonderful. Yes, and our yay emote is from Sunny. Normally on a normal day that is available to all followers, but because we're doing Ezra Mutual Aid today, um, I had a little extra fun and I made all of the follower emotes the art for this particular event because quite frankly they're amazing and I really love them. So we're gonna use them. Why wouldn't we, right? Um, we're gonna start out today here for everything because it is mutual aid. I'm gonna start with the Ezra trailer here in just a moment. We've got a few incentives, as you can see. I'm going to be building maps to start with, so you can add a monster to the map. I will take notes, and you'll actually get to see my team on my game fight on the map or two that we make here. They usually don't take super long, but it's kind of a toss up one way or the other. And I've got that you have the option to name the map, so you can just give the map a name. So when I save the file, that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be an untitled map. You can name the monster. I'm going to be making some monsters. If you for $10, you can tell me to make a monster. Or sorry, 15. You can tell me to make a monster, or make an NPC, or go back to making maps. We got a few changes that we have in place here for everyone. And you can give those for $10. You can give those monsters or NPCs an ability, and then at $25, if you do a $25 donation, we're just going to stop building things and we're going to spend some time writing lore for the upcoming TTRPG book so that we can, when that gets ready. This is going to be, this is the thing we're working on. It's a long-term project. We are a little ways in, but it's still a bit out. So writing some lore for that will be great. At $30, I can switch entirely over to just starting to make music. I did all the music and stuff for the Vigilantes Union Local 13, and you'll see how I did that, and I'll be making music for other upcoming shows. And last thing we have is obviously I can draw a monster poorly. I have stolen from my youngest the Wacom tablet. So I will turn on my Affinity photo or publisher, not publisher, yeah, photo or publisher. I forget which one it is, to draw on. I got that set up for $30. You can see me attempt to draw a monster, any monster you want. I usually work out of the Pathfinder books because that's the kind of game I run. But I'm willing to attempt to draw a beholder as poorly as Gary Gygax did, and that sort of thing. So you can see me attempt to draw a monster poorly. As we get money going and everything flows in, we have some Steam codes to give away just from us. So our goal for this particular channel is 250, but I've got gifts at 75, 150, and 250 to give away. I've got those set up and ready to run. We've got the Lord of the Rings Adventure Card Game Definitive Edition. That's a Steam code for you. Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace Steam code. I know both of those are like $50, $60 games, or I should say $30 to $60 games. I forget exactly how much. And then there's Gloomhaven and the Gloomhaven Solo Scenarios Mercenary Challenges. Even on Steam, that's like another $70 game. The physical edition of Gloomhaven is 70 for the base game, and we're going to give those away together. So that's two codes that you'll get for that. It's not a single code, and you'll have that option, and it's pretty. It's a lot of fun. I have it myself, and if you're a friend of the channel, we could even play together at some point. It's just how you can do that with those particular events. So feel great with that. Yeah, you're right, Bunyip Man. It really is. I have played Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. I've gotten a little ways into with a friend, and we're currently playing through Frosthaven. Another one of the second game in the line. There's the three: Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, and Frosthaven. I think Jaws of the Lion is technically the third game, but it's kind of like a prequel to the original Gloomhaven. So one of the way that works. Yeah, Frosthaven is a lot. Frosthaven is a lot. So the first thing we're going to do, though, is as we go through everything, please let me know, obviously, how much we're making. I will enter information up on the screen, and we'll get that going. But first, let's hear from Ezra and the Ask video. I know most of us have seen it at least once, but we're going to run it again, and I'll run it again probably at each of the hours or when I run an ad break. So just a moment here.
This year in the US, we have witnessed a malicious attack on transgender people by the government across several states. Over 500 anti-LGBTQ pieces of legislation were introduced, and over a fifth of those bills were filed here in the state of Texas. I have been doing nonprofit work since my freshman year of high school. It's hard to believe that over 10 years later, the fight for the liberation of LGBTQ Texans is still not over. In fact, it's only getting harder. Early in 2023, a bill was signed into law banning gender-affirming healthcare for minors in the state of Texas. Fortunately, this bill is being challenged right now in the Texas Supreme Court. However, the effects have already been severely damaging. Children are scared, parents are fleeing the state, and even adults are affected. I know this because I'm one of them. It has been almost a year since my endocrinologist was forced to leave her practice due to hateful right-wing conservative groups making despicable propaganda against her. It has been almost a year since my therapist and her family made the difficult decision to move across the country. Lastly, it has been almost a year since I helped someone who I looked up to dearly in this community pack up to move away from this state because they were no longer feeling safe in this place that we used to call home. It has been a long year, and every aspect of my health, mental, physical, and emotional, has declined to levels that I have never felt before. I tried to keep going for as long as I could, but I can no longer sustain my life without proper care and help. I am desperately in need of a new, gender-affirming endocrinologist who can also treat my chronic illnesses, a new therapist, a vet to treat my ESA's special needs, and last but most importantly, I desperately need top surgery. Now, I know that this may sound strange because I've already had top surgery, but when we take a look at the facts, and thankfully one of my good friends was able to help me realize I did not have top surgery initially. What I had was a breast reduction. There is still a large amount of tissue and fat in my chest that has made me go back into hiding. I had my initial procedure about 2.5 years ago, and now I still find myself wearing baggy clothes or wearing what we all know as our dysphoria comfort hoodies. And I just find myself not going out and doing all the things that I hoped that I could and would be able to do post-top surgery. Honestly, it's just been a constant cyclical pattern of me asking myself, why did I even get the surgery in the first place? Or what if I had taken actions or more time to recover? It's just a lot of whys and what ifs. But I found that asking these questions isn't going to produce the procedure or the results that I want. I've been able to get by so far and make do with what I have, and I've even found a great candidate for a new doctor and a great candidate for a new therapist. However, my monetary resources are rapidly depleting. My job options are minimal, and my current job helps pay the bills, but that's about it. This is where you come in. Here's a little bit of insight as to what you can do to help me get back on track and help me receive the healthcare that I not only need but deserve and should have been receiving in the first place.
$100 cost of a copay and travel to and from the new endocrinologist. $250 1 month of therapy appointments. $500 top surgery consult out of pocket cost. $1,250 emotional support animal procedure and bills. $1,500 support during surgery recovery time. $2,500 business supplies for secondhand income. $5,000 surgery, hospital, and recovery supplies. $1,400 fees and taxes. Total $12,500.
Firstly, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, your viewership, whether it be active and engaging or just having us on in the background while you lurk and work. Your support means the world to me. It honestly, to me, is so amazing that you even would take the time to help listen to my story and get to know a little bit more about me and a little bit more about a Texan who has fought for their community for over a decade now and just wants to keep on seeing great things be done. Thank you.
All right, we are back from the video, so we are good to go. I realized I missed a couple of things. My captions aren't working. Hang on. Okay, are the captions working now? Yes, good. Okay, thank you. I had that set up, and I'm so used to utilizing pre-made things that I missed a couple pieces of text that I needed to add. So first, I'm going to quickly add my pronouns to the screen here. I am Jen. My pronouns are she, her, hers. We do this because we game and we run TTRPGs with 4, 5, 6 players and a game master. We typically have these pre-built and have them already saved, so I completely blanked on it. That's on me. The other thing that isn't on here that I think should be is how much has been donated since the start of everything. So we're going to add one more text box here. Just go with donations. Okay. And I will edit that as we get donations in. All right. So, yeah. Welcome. Yes. So Sunny is she, her. Wolves is it's. Excellent. Welcome in Avery. Hello. Good morning, my dear. So let's switch over to our working. Okay. All right, just a second here. There we go. Is everything back now? Everything's back now. Yes, good. Okay. Get the captions in place there. Yeah, some days you just miss a couple of things. My bad. It happens. Captions are here. Life happens. It's okay. So we're gonna go to make a new map. And I don't want to be in a jungle. And my people have just will have just gone through the desert. I already built the desert stuff, so we want a nice. We're gonna put on a meadow, and we're gonna give it a bit of hills. We're not gonna have any water on the map, and we could have snow, but that really only works if you're trying to use this at you know, in a different way. 60 by 40 is a huge grid. Um, but 60 by 40 works really well for digital maps because I can do anything with them, whether changing the size or not. So we're going to recreate the hills. Now, this isn't a AI generator. This is what we call a procedural generator. It contains art that has been paid for by the people who created it. Now, I do have some downloaded things. I don't use them for the campaigns that we run here. I use them in my home games because I want to make sure that the artists in question get paid. So, as you can see, this is just a huge space, right? And because it's such a large map, I have the ability to build a village in it. So, first thing we want to do, let's make a bakery in our village here. And so we're going to do a 8 by 7 space, and we're going to generate it. And we just zoom back in. As you can see, there's already bread and stuff. I don't have to actually go in and put down everything. But I want to place doors, and I want to move this door. So this door needs to be over here, because this is the outside edge of the map, and the village is inward, not outward. It kind of helps that way. And now, one of the things we can do here is we could add a second... we could add a second story. I don't like utilizing stories in the on the map because it creates errors. So what we would do is we'd place down a set of stairs. The first thing, though, we need to do is actually place a... let's see. We need to place down a baker's oven. Cooking equipment. Big bakery oven. There isn't an oven in this bakery. As you can see, it's not great some days. For some of this stuff is not great for grabbing things and putting it where you want it. So we'll just rearrange some of this stuff here. Get directly involved in it. So there we go. We have that. We now have the big bakery oven placed. And we want structural, there's stairs going up. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Let's see. Corner stairs. Oof, that's a horrible spot. That's not right. Here we go. A spiral staircase. This will work. Can put it right there. Boom. There's a spiral staircase going up. So we now have a second floor for the bakery, which isn't uncommon. A lot of people live above the place they work in these villages, and next to where they, or so they work right out of their house historically. So we'd come back here. Well, other things we can do, things I like to do, is rearrange the furniture drastically. I could also make the size of things massive, right? So it's hard to, you can't stack items, so it's really hard to make some of the really cool, like, cakes and things. But this isn't exactly how I would set up a bakery either. So we are just going to fix this. Because this computer has no clue how, with its procedurally generated items, how to make something, right? It's just like, oh yeah, here, this is where you make something. Well, not quite right. So we're going to move these out, yeah, right about here. It's kind of silly. My family runs a, my sister-in-law runs a bakery back home. So it's kind of like, oh look, there's absolutely nothing correct about this darn thing. So let's get really far in and see what we can figure out here. Okay, I don't like that. There we go. That should face, the holes should face backwards, because that is where you store things. I realize from a top-down perspective, when I make it, it probably won't show up that way, but it's okay. No. Dang it. Alright, that's fine. So, this basket here, kind of meh. Probably not going to keep that. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. These two baskets aren't worth it. We do need to put up some walls. So, what kind of walls do we have here? Not going to have plaster on the interior of the bakery. It's really not a good idea. There's stone, which is what the exterior walls are. But this interior wall is likely to just be some pretty plain wood. So, well, that's just changing my wallpaper. Place walls. Here we go. And you're going to see this kind of divider. If nothing else, it's usually an open space or a swinging door in there. Not going to worry about that part. So we've got this in the way now, so it creates that barrier. And we can copy the counter, place down the new counter, and we can, come on, move. There it goes. Oh, jeez, come on. There's us. Yeah, it's not going to work. That's okay. Sometimes placing things on what effectively becomes a 5 by 5 foot grid for maps is kind of rough. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is Dragon. This is Dungeon Alchemist. It's a pretty standard thing. So, things are going that way. But what if we put a desert in a jungle? Oh, good grief! What wolves? All right. Um, have have we had any donations? I think that number went up. Did it? I'm not seeing alerts, which I have the alerts up, but I'm not sure if they're popping through. So, yeah. So the number went up. Who how much was donated and who donated? You can tell me what to do here. What do you want to do? $5 donation by DJ. Okay, DJ, what kind of mob are we putting on here? This map, are we going to have this city infested by something weird? Or are we going to have this city full of, like, a standard thing like a goblin? Gelatinous cubes everywhere. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the dungeon cleaners are great. There's always some kind of scavenger somewhere, but oh, Kamesy, I'm sorry, that happens. They just want snacks. So, are we going to put some kind of forbidden jelly in here? We can do that. Hang on. So this is just a second. We're gonna make this visible. This is the oops. Oh, that's I'm still in the creatures by type. Hang on. Oozes. Do you want to put some oozes in here? So these are the standard Pathfinder oozes. There's a sewer ooze, string slime. That would actually be close to a challenge. My team is currently like level 4, so this is only one level below their current level. If you note, it says creature 3 right here. That tells you the level of the monster. Pretty solid. Trans flavors are raspberry, blue raspberry, strawberry, and vanilla. Tomb jellies. Now this is an actual jelly, and one of the things we can do if somebody donates and tells me to start making a monster is I will custom up the tomb jelly into trans flavors. Is that what we're going to do? So if somebody donates $10, we can do trans flavors here. And then there's the living tar. This would be hard, but every morning is like this. I swear. I apologize. Ezra's Play-Doh is marshmallow twists, forbidden marshmallows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So somebody donates. Let's get that on screen here just a moment. Our incentives. So if you give me if somebody donates $15, I will make and give out for everyone here. Like this will be published for free on our Patreon and Ko-fi for All on the Table and Transistor Games. I can take and make trans themed jellies. So 15 bucks, and I will make the trans themed jellies. And then 10 bucks, you guys, for every $10, you can make them as ridiculous as you want, and I will make my team fight them. You'll get to see that on screen, and those will be up for free in our on our Ko-Fi and our Patreon, so anybody can grab those. Oh, I'm sorry. Allergies just get me. Okay. Where's that? Where did that go? There it is. There we go. So, we are, let's see, cutlery. We don't want cutlery. Furniture. Okay, so let's zoom back out. So the bakery is mostly done except for the second floor. No big deal. It's easy enough to add a second floor to a map. So, until we get that 15, until I see this 296, this 2,974 change over, we'll have to keep making on the map here. So, and regardless, DJ Nerd will get his trans themed mobs on the map to attack our team. But we're going to have to make a whole nother room. In this case, we're in a village. And so we're going to build a butcher's shop. Now, I worked in a butcher shop once. That was a few years ago, quite a few years ago. I was a senior in high school. So that's a thing that was very strange. I guarantee you this will not look like an actual butcher's shop. It's going to be a lot less gross than it should be. Like, yeah. Yeah, this does display everything, but oh my gosh, this is not nearly what it should be. So we're gonna have to customize around this room a lot. Those pots, table, cleaver, that can all stay where it's at. Where's the door? There's the door. You put the door over there. We don't want the door over there. We want the door over here. Because, yeah. That rack would never be in the middle of a building. Never be someplace a person could be. No customers would ever see that kind of a thing. Nor would there be an entire roast pig platter. No roast pig platter. Oh, we got it. Okay. Oh, time for the game giveaway. I'll run that in just, hang on just a second. Let me start that giveaway. 7:30, and this is for Sexy Brutale. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Giveaway has started. You can see it. It's a 10-minute timer. A Sexy Brutale, a never-ending masked ball featuring intrigue, murder, and quite possibly the occult. Relive the same mysterious day where the guests at the casino mansions are being murdered by the staff over and over again. That's very strange. Okay. I'm going to save this. Untitled map. This is Hill Village. I misspelled village there. There we go. Okay. We're going to close out a Dungeon Alchemist because it makes my keyboard very, very hot. That's okay. We'll come back to it. Here we are. All right, so that donation was for $30. What did you want me to make? Yeah, so somebody. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that donation situation here. I've got the alert up, and what's weird is, while I was watching Ray's stream for the last few seconds, everything was popping up just fine. So I'm not sure. EMA full cam? What? Okay, so at $30, our two options at $30 are I can draw a monster poorly, or I can make a song using loops. So do you guys want me to make a loop or something? Oh, so that's you, DJ. You want me to draw a monster poorly? The only struggle I'm getting is with the alerts popping up. Everything else seems to be working, Meowster. So, all right. So is that it? You want me to draw a clockwork drone? Okay. 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 I can try that. Yeah, I know who Mayapple is. I see the comment from. To plug this in the back. Okay. So I do owe everyone here two different streams, because all on the table one, a couple of all on the table won two of the giveaways. So one of them is a tarot deck. So I'm going to be doing a tarot deck stream, and the other one is, excuse me, all on the table won this Book of Demons on a giveaway. I gave it a try yesterday, played. I probably didn't play the full 90 minutes. I mean, I was at work. But I played a little bit just to get a feel for it. So, yeah, it's very fun. I kind of like it. So I owe you guys that. Square social media post. Okay, create. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. I'm really bad at this, and the tablet doesn't register just the art space. It makes my mouse move across all three screens I'm running, so that's kind of it's more like I have to set things up with my mouse first before I can do anything else. I don't want a pen tool. Where's my brush? Hang on. Eraser brush. Which tool is this one? Paint mixer. That's a paint mixer brush. Healing brush, patch tool, blemish remove. No. It's around in here somewhere. Selection brush. No. I think that's it. Is this the one that draws? Whoa. Nope, that just selects spaces. Okay, we don't want that. I am not when I use this, I make things using text and my mouse. What am I doing? Color picker tool. There we go. Paintbrush tool. Found it. Okay. Let's see. Clockwork. So yeah, let's just make a line. Let's make some lines. How do I make my brush smaller? Well, Whatever. A little clockwork guy, huh? Whew. Oh my. He's got 4 legs for stability because I can't get him to, balance on only 2. And he's kind of steampunkish, so let's see here. On the paintbrush tool, can I nope. Nope, I'm not seeing how to make that work. So let's see here. Got something brown. Oh, there we go. Something a little browner. Okay, here we go. And we're going to give him, because he's clockwork, which means he's kind of steampunkish, right? We're going to do okay. And we'll drop back to solid black. There we go. Give him a little black band. See, now he has a top hat on. That is not what I wanted. All right, hang on. Boom. There we go. We can come back and we can fix this part here real quick. And back to the brush tool. Why are you doing red? And swap it. There we go. That's part of the problem. There we go. Fix that. Layer up this. There we go. Our little guy is clockwork. He has a top hat. I mean, it's great. So we're gonna file, and we're going to cancel. Hang on. Export. There we go. I was in the right spot. This is new for me. I picked this up for other reasons. It was a set. There's a designer and a publisher. So, like, doing the book layouts for the book I'm building. So that was kind of the whole thing. Let's see here. Use linear. Yep. Okay. Export. And Ezra Mutual Aid. We'll call him Top Hat. There we go. Save. Top Hat is now saved, and he is in place. A monocle and a mustache? I can't draw a monocle. Oh, jeez. Okay. Like I zoom in, and the brush stays the same size. I don't know how to change the size of the brush. Like, there's a lot of different cool brushes in here. But I can't, I have no idea how to make it more fancy. Could give him a darker, well, no, we'd have to go this way, then this way. We could try a mustache, right? Look at that, he's got a mustache. Can you draw glasses? I don't know how to make the brush skinnier. Like, I need to make the brush thinner, and I don't know how to do that. Oh, width, 72 pixels. Here we go. Can I... Does that change the width of my brush? Let's find out. It does. Ooh. Okay. So let's see. Again, I'm really bad at drawing. But let's see here. Where is... He needs a like a silver color. Anybody know the RGB or hexadecimal codes for silver color? Wait, we hit a glass giveaway? I don't know how to do the glass giveaway. Let me see who won the current giveaway. Just a moment. I see that's ended. Okay, so pick winner. And DJ Nerd has won. So way to go, DJ. You've got that. Okay, so let me start a new giveaway. All right, and this is the art glass. Oops, shouldn't have two S's in glass. And we'll make it another 10-minute timer. Confirm. Oop, prize. Art glass for hitting 3,000. There we go. Gotta have a description for it. Confirm. And we're going to start that giveaway with a 10-minute timer. Away you go, folks. Away you go. All right, so let me see here. A silver. Does anybody... 3. Okay, so hang on. Let's see. RGB hex. 3. Nice. Thank you, Avery. He's got a monocle and a little bitty chain coming off this way. There you go. Now he has a monocle. There we go. We are going to export that again and override the existing one. And he's still top hat. And that will go up on the Instagram and into Gender Meowster's into the Gender Federation chats for everyone once stream is over. All right, I'm going to set aside the tablet and the pen for now. So we did our art bit, so we're good there. No, I'm not going to save anything more than the exported piece. That's fine. And we're going to relaunch Dungeon Alchemist. My computer has had a chance to cool down. And Dungeon Alchemist should be loading now. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Got it. All right. So we're back here, and we're going to open map. And we're going to open Hill Village, place we were already working. No big deal. Come over here, and we're going to fix this butcher shop, because, oh dang, there is no way. No. So wrong. The interior of this should never, as a butcher shop, should never be plaster anything. And definitely should not be wood. Should definitely not be wood. Having worked in one, it's just not, one, not sanitary remotely, and two, just not okay. So we're going to recolor all of these walls in stone. Let's see, carved. Crypt stone, gothic stone, irregular stone. The irregular stone is more likely. interior and exterior of this is all going to be stone. It's just no butcher worth their salt would have done anything remotely like that. And there we go. We just put in a new wall, as you can see, dividing the slaughter area from the rest of the shop. Yeah. And for those of you who are wondering, no, I am not vegan myself. It is an expensive process. I am allergic to dairy, which does make it really, really difficult, right? To be to not be vegan, because that's about the only way you get dairy-free food these days. So yeah, kind of strange. Let's see. All right, what else do we need? Okay, we need to change the shape of this. Hang on. This can go up here. Grab this and put that up here. We don't need empty hooks hanging up inside the store. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's see. You may have a few pots of things actually in a butcher shop. In medieval towns, the place to get your lard for making like pastries or any kind of food that you would get would actually have come from the butcher. So that's kind of what we're fixing here. We're gonna actually get rid of that. Now we're going to go back to putting down walls. Hang on. Irregular stone. Boom. Boom. And we're going to put irregular stone through here. There we go. All right. And one of the reasons for that is we do need to put in... We need a fireplace in here, and this is really weird that we don't have one. So, yeah. Kosher places near you, that might help. Yeah, kosher. I actually do there's a reason I specifically hunt kosher, certain types of kosher meat, which helps. But again, unfortunately, it is more expensive, though. I live in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro. I don't make a secret of that, because, well, that's life. And if I made a secret of it, somebody would try and hunt me down and dox it out, right? We have a large Jewish population here, so it's actually very nice to find and easy to find kosher things. But it is nothing, unfortunately, nothing super easy to do. Oh, secret doors. Secret doors. I don't want a secret door. I just want a simple door. There we go. Boom. And that's how they'll get from one section to the other. All right. And we'll go back to objects. So yeah, that does help. That is a great suggestion. And if anybody else is struggling, and I don't mean like lactose issues, I mean like I just can't have any kind of dairy kind of situation. So yeah, it's one of those weird ones. I'm gonna hang those there. We're gonna move this window. Yeah, we'll put it here so it looks in. That's fine. All right. And then, let's see. Walnut, we don't need lighting. We need decorations, nature, storage, structural, utility. Here we go. A butcher's display. That's actually better than the tables full of meat. Yeah, the tables full of meat is a worse choice than this butcher's display. Let's put that in. That works, actually. There we go. And then butcher's tables, knives, cleavers. Yeah. Where's the stove? You don't have a stove? No, I'm not in the right spot. Hang on. It's got to be under something in here. Oh, I really do appreciate that they have accessibility where there's like a rotating bookshelf and so they have rotating bookshelves and things. It's not it's not the top notch, but it's pretty darn good when you think about it. For what it is. So let's see, lighting. Lighting has nothing to do with furnaces. Storage has nothing to do with furnaces either. Where did that go? Screens, religious planters, mirrors. Camping, rowboats, sleighs, farming tools. It's got to be in here. Have bowls shown up on the slide deck in there? I forgot to look. Oh, the slide. Oh, you mean with the donations? Yeah, there's the bowls up above. Yeah, you can see them right now. Actually, they're right there. Let's see. Has the giveaway ended? I don't know. Has it been 10 minutes? No, it is. No, let's see. Timer has run out. There are 2 entrants, so 50-50 chance which one of you gets it. Gender Meowster has won that that particular thing. So, okay. Complete it. There we go. All right. And then we need to add something here with ours. We are at $35. So $40 more, and we will give away a copy of the Lord of the Rings card game for Steam, the adventure card game for Steam. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Here we go. So back into here. Let's grab this pot. We're going to delete that. We don't need 2 pots in this particular place. All right. Yeah. Yeah, the bowls are showing up in that slide deck up there. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. Those are really cool looking. I've got a non-binary friend here who used to do a lot of that art glass stuff. So, yeah. Somewhere we have some roses that they made. It was really cool. They're really cool. Okay, so graveyard, carts, camping, rowboat, sleighs, farming tool, timepieces. Magic. A globe is magic. I've used the magic orbs before. They're kind of fun. Slime cube. Here you go. I can just put in a slime cube. And that's not going to happen immediately. That actually places it on the map when I generate it out. Let's see. Butcher's tools. There was no... Where did the... Cooking equipment. Here we go. Bakery oven. There's a big bakery oven. There's just a campfire. Small campfire. There we go. We need this kind of stove. Is closer to what you're going to see for what rendering they do in a butcher shop. Now, I happen to like the fact that I can make this a much bigger stove. But then you get into, like, you know, Wicked Witch in the gingerbread shop. Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it is. Finding stuff for Passover is hard. One of my girlfriends is she's Jewish, and Um, she's so excited that I've been trying to make challah, and trying to get it right so that things are done correctly. But yeah, yeah. So that's a lot. Okay. Let's go here. We got plenty for the butcher shop. The nice stove. The stove works really well. Oh, a witch's cauldron. I'm sorry. That is the standard size of the witch's cauldron. It's as big as the tree. This is not a spatula. This is a paddle. That's all I have to say on that matter. All right, let's see here. What else should we have in our little village here? What do we got? Keep going. We got 40 more bucks. I want to make those slimes, but you guys got to give me $15 and I will make the pride slimes, the trans pride slimes. So, that's it's a pretty solid choice. There might be a carpenter in the city. That might be possible. So let's see what rooms we got here in the village. Butcher shop, cemetery, farmstead, field, garden, mine shaft, park, smithy, town square, random alley, bakery, butcher. So cabins. Let's start with some cabins. Cabins are typically a little smaller. Cabins are pretty much a little smaller. So the first person we should have is the butcher's cabin should be next to the butcher shop, but you don't want to live in the butcher shop or above the butcher shop. The only thing worse than a butcher shop is a tannery. If you've never read about the smell of tanning leather, you're lucky. It is not a great smell. Where did they put the door this time? I swear. I swear. Why are there two sets of random ladders in here? That makes no sense. We'll rotate this ladder and we'll stick this ladder right here because they can have a little bit of a loft. They'll say they have a loft up above where they sleep because as we zoom in, there's no bed here whatsoever. There's a writing desk. There's no kitchen. There's a crate, a small chest, and I think that's a torture implement. I can't tell what that is. Oh, it's for the front of a fireplace. It's a hooking thing for the front of a fireplace. So they gave us the hooking thing for the front of a fireplace, but didn't give us a fireplace. Because, of course, they didn't. Yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Artist tools, tailored butcher's tools. Engineering. Here's your clockwork things, Avery. Yeah, here's your clockwork things. Why? I know there was an update between my last set of maps and this one. Did they get rid of the fireplaces? That makes no sense. Rowboats, camping. Yeah, see, none of this is what I need. Sleighs, farming tools. Bales of hay, that's always helpful. Animals, cages, and things. There's a dragon head. I put that on a map. My players are. I don't think any of them are in chat right now. Tensei, Scruffy, are you guys here? I'm pretty sure Billy's working, so I don't have to worry about Billy. Scruffy's probably working. It's a Saturday. Just checking to make sure you guys aren't here, because there's a dragon. My team is going to fight a skeletal dragon in a couple of sessions, and we play on the second Saturday of every month for that one. So, yeah. Furniture. Let's see. Baths, fonts, ladders, latrines. Do you need a pot? Do you need a toilet? Where? Counters. I need a not a bench. Where's the tables? Tables. Here we go. This house needs a table. I mean, like, seriously. Not necessarily a fancy table, just they need a table. Oh yeah, that for the Christmas update they gave us gingerbread objects. So there's a gingerbread table. A poor man's table. That's perfect. We'll call this perfect for here. Doesn't have to be fancy. Guy sleeps in a hammock, I guess. Why is there a wagon wheel? Wait, what was... Yeah. Not draw a pride slime. I will build pride slimes. So for $15, I will make a pride themed slime that will show up on this map to fight my players. So you'll get to see, before my players, one of the monsters they get to fight. It'll be a custom monster for Pathfinder 2, and you will get, it will be put up for free. So everybody will get a chance to see it. So you'll all get it. Once I format it, it will go up and everybody will be able to grab it off of our Patreon or Ko-fi for free. It's not a bath. Fountains, ladders, mirrors, latrines, planters, armory. Yes, we have shields. Yes, because the butcher who lives next to his store needs that. Religious stuff. My problem with all this religious stuff is 90% of it is like Christian themed. I would love, and it's like old style altars or that have nothing, or like crosses. So. Screens, garden, accessibility, magical, ruins. So there's ruins all over the place. Lights. I'm still frustrated that I can't find the dang... Let's just search. Here we go. Hang on. Let's just search for fireplace. Here we go. We have a fireplace. Now we're talking. What the deuce is this one? I have no idea what this giant object I just grabbed is. Anyway, I don't need that. I've got a fireplace. Ha ha ha. And this can go where it belongs, in front of the fireplace. Oh, that's true, Kamesy. They do make for good culty imagery. I have used that before myself, so and a few times. Why is there a ruined floor here? Some days, artificial floors. I want wood. Wood. Here we go. Ruined. Oh yeah, this whole thing has got ruined floors. Why would he? wood fishbone. Here we go. I love a good fishbone floor. Looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So why do I have... Oh, gosh, no. It's got to be a pit, doesn't it? New floors, artificial floors. Whoa, we have $15. Okay, hang on. All right, saving this again. We'll come back to it. All right. No. I said save. Are you saved? Did you save? I'm going to assume it saved. All right. Okay, so the whole screen's back up for you. That's where this comes in. Okay, we'll shrink this down a little bit. It doesn't need to be that size. But so in unlike Dungeons and Dragons, which is very loose in how they make things, Pathfinder has a guide for building creatures. So we're going to go here. I'm just going to make a new Word document. Call it Pride Slimes. So these are the this is the trans jelly. Now the trans jelly is going to be fairly strong. We're going to probably go with probably creature 4, probably creature 4 or 5 in the end. This is a monster. Yes, we're building a monster. Okay. And so building creatures, all things are creatures in this. And it's going to be extremely entertaining. So it says build the concept. Think about your creature and make notes you want to use in future steps. Well, it's white, blue, and red, or pink. So we're looking at possible cold and fire resistance, which is huge, right? To get both, right? Possible cold and fire resistance, right? So that's our concept here. And it's a looks like a flan. So like maybe a flan, or maybe a bunt cake style jelly. So we'll make it like that. How's that sound? Here we go. All right. So let's see here. So now we've got our general notes. So we're going to go through and pick out our statistics. So as a creature, we'll zoom in a little bit here so it's easier for you to see. For a creature level 4, you don't want to have too many extreme stats, like one extreme stat versus a high or low. So if I were to do one of the 6 traits, the attributes at a 6, I would have to probably put 2 of them at low as opposed to high and moderate, right? So if I did a couple of high and a couple moderate, that'd be a little bit more reasonable. So, but we have our standard stats for D20 games. We've got strength, Dex, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. Now, we already know that there's a trait that's going to be applied to this creature. This creature is not going to be mindless, but it is a lot of them are, a lot of jellies are. So if we look, if you'll notice, they all have int. Like the tomb jelly has int -5, the living tar has int -5, string slime has low int, and the sewer ooze, they all have int -5 because they all share the mindless trait in common. So if we're going to put in, and so we need to put in the traits, right? And so in this case, it is mindless because that's a trait of the slimes, of the slimes. So it's a slime and it's mindless. So its intelligence is already -5. So personally, I like making my monsters a little fun. And in this case, I think this thing needs to be a +4 in charisma, right? That's that's a moderate. So if we put it at +3, that's a moderate charisma. It's in the standard D&D terms, that's a 16 to hit that. Your strength, well, we should have it be a little stronger. So we're gonna have it have +5 on its strength. Its constitution, well, that's an extreme. That's its extreme stat. That's a +6 for its extreme stat because it can handle a lot. So we're going to put its dexterity at a +2 and its wisdom at a +2 because we have to compensate for that high constitution. But keep in mind, it's a solid creature, right? This is already way above a lot of creatures. Oh, stretch. Okay. A stretch has been redeemed. So I do my shoulder rolls. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My neck. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. And a hydrate. So. Yeah. So if we compare this to the existing slimes, here's a creature 3. Strength, dex, con is high, int is high, wisdom 0, charisma's -5. Odds are I'm going to be bumping this thing up in stats because the tomb jelly has 2 extremes and 3 -5s. It can have no charisma, which I'm wondering if that's a trait of an ooze, right? So let's see. These amorphous masses, no, hang on. Slimes, molds, and other oozes can be found in dank dungeons and shadowed forests. Well, not necessarily evil. Obviously, there is no alignment in Pathfinder, so this is not going to be an evil creature. Some grow to enormous sizes and have insatiable appetites. So we're just making a slime. They have acid attacks. Some believe that oozes are the result of alchemical or magical experiments run amok. I think it kind of fits. So we'll get there. The living tar, the strongest ooze we have here. Note the dex, int, and charisma are really low. So, yeah, it's a common thing. So this is just going to be a cute little jelly. It's just a cute guy. He's going to be hard to hit, takes a lot of damage, and can deal it back out. So odds are we're actually looking at probably putting him at like a creature 6. Yeah, it's got this, the trans jelly creature 6. So let's see here. We're on back at the GM core. We've done my attribute modifiers. So, wolves, what we have is strength is how hard you hit things. Dexterity is how easy it is to avoid getting hit. Constitution is how much damage you can take. Intelligence is how book smart you are. Being mindless, meaning making it a -5, means that your creature doesn't think, right? It's just a trait of making something an ooze. It's just the nature of an ooze, right? Unfortunately, that's a stat that comes with that tag. Oozes are mindless. It's just what they are. Wisdom. Wisdom is knowing not to make a... the tomatoes is great. We'll use the tomato analogy. Strength is how hard you can throw a tomato. Dexterity is catching the tomato. Constitution is how well you can survive eating a rotten tomato. Intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to make a fruit-based use tomato in a fruit salad. And charisma is knowing that's just actually a salsa. So you're selling salsa instead, which is a tomato-based fruit salad, because peppers are also fruit. So peppers and tomatoes make salsa. That's you're selling salsa. How well you sell the salsa. It's a fun little thing. It works. But senses. So perception is how well you can see what's around you, right? In this case, we're looking at the creature's probably going to be probably going to be a skirmisher. It's moderate on dex. It's got a high constitution, so that might actually make it more of the brute in style. The brute. So as a brute, as a general idea, this is just a tanker, right? And we can make variations on this for more $15. But so this one is going to be the trans jelly brute. Just put that note in there. So a brute means it's going to have low or lower dex and mental modifiers, moderate or high AC, high fortitude saves. So if you get poisoned, a fortitude saving throw keeps you from getting poisoned. Reflex is how quickly you avoid the poisoned arrow, and will is how well you resist something taking over your brain, right? How well you avoid getting somebody mind controlling you. It's the best way to describe that. So in this case, its perception, as we're looking at, a creature 5, we're going to give it terrible perception because it's the best option. Perception, we're going to give it a +7. It doesn't, it's not oblivious, but it's not always focused on the things around it, right? And let's see. Attribute modifiers, perception is down. Let's see. What do the other slimes have for perception traits? Hang on. HP, immunities, acid, bleed, bludgeoning, critical hits. I mean, that's massive amount of, slashing. So these guys have a lot of immunities. Their perception, they got motion sense precise because they don't have eyes. The 60 feet, no vision. This one's got motion sense precise, 60 feet, no vision. That seems to be pretty standard, so we'll do that here as well. Motion sense precise. I can't spell, even though it's right in front of me. Precise. 60 feet. No vision. There we go. So it's immune to things that would blind it. Like if you threw a flash grenade at it, something that just let off bright light, doesn't affect it. Let's see. Okay, so skills. What kind of skills would this critter have? That's a good question. Probably not a lot. What kind of skills do these guys have, right? Motion sense as sewer ooze. Yeah, so motion sense, which is described here. This is just the description of it, so we're going to copy that and we're going to put it here. And which is perfectly fine. This is built on what is called the ORC, Open RPG Creative License or something like that, the ORC license. And the ORC license lets me just copy stats out of the book. And it's great because I can utilize those and make things function that way. In this case, we're going to replace Sewer Ooze, and we're going to call this the Pride Slime. Right? Okay. And then, so that covers that. And what skill? Do they have any skills? Let's see. Stealth in sewers. Athletics. Probably athletics. Yeah. Yeah, athletics is about the only thing they'd have. Organizing? Organizing isn't actually a skill. It's kind of a thing. There's a So in this case, this particular ooze is mindless. So it's not the leader, right? So after we build this one for another $15, I will make the leader. So yeah. So we can do that. Yeah. You want to add a special attack called mutual aid? That's $10. Give me $10 and I'll add mutual aid to all the pride jellies. So there's we're going to have the pride jellies, right? So all the pride jellies can get mutual aid. Drop $10 in. Oh, hang on. I can't read the dono. Just a moment. Properties, font color, black. Is that still accurate? That's $35 since we started this? Or are we... No, wait, we had another 15, right? So that brings us up to 50. There we go. So we're at $50 worth of donations at the moment. And yeah. Let's do it. If somebody drops that $10 in, we'll add that ability. Says $10, give an ability to the monster. Let's make it happen. All right, skills. Oops. Athletics. And another video game code. Okay, I'll grab that here. And that's we did that one. So here's the my 8:30 giveaways. 10 minutes for Nobody Saves the World. It's a Steam code again. Transform from a featureless nobody into a slug, a ghost, and a dragon in this new take on action RPGs from the creators of Guacamelee. I discover 15 plus distinct forms, mix and match their abilities, clear evolving dungeons, and save the world? Giveaway has started. Actually, I kind of want that one. That sounds cool. I'll enter that one for myself, too. Odds are I won't get it, but hey, let's find out. All right, so yeah, we've gotten $50 since we started here, but I need another 10 to do the to add the special ability to this creature, and it's a creature level. This one's what? Creature level 6, we said. Probably just use we might use the level 5 statistic of, but I mean, yeah, it's 9 to 11 on the low end. It's not going to be it's not going to have a high end, so we'll give it a +9 to its athletics. It's really the only thing it needs at this point. And then, let's see, languages, skills. It doesn't speak languages. We're not going to give it any. Skills, items. Yeah, items. Doesn't have any. We're not gonna give it an item. At least not yet. So that's usually something I come up with during the adventure. This is the brute, and as we said, so if we go back up a couple pages, whoops, went the wrong way. Here we go. Base road maps. Brutes, low perception, high or extreme strength modifier to high to moderate con modifier. High HP, high attack bonus, and high damage, or moderate attack and extreme damage. So, yeah. Armor class, so it's AC as the brute. We should probably make that a moderate. So in this case, that's a 21. That is hard to hit. That is hard to hit on a creature level 5. AC is 21. Okay. And let's see. Defenses, armor class, saving throws. So we know that the there's just the 3 saving throws, right? So there's fortitude, reflex, and will. And it's not going to have a strong will save. We're going to put that on the low end, which at its level, a level 5 creature, it's probably stronger than that, but we'll stay in that statistics range. It's going to have a high fortitude, which is plus 15. Oop, not 25, 15. And its reflex save, let's make that one the reflex is probably also low, so we'll leave that as a plus 9 also. Try and balance it out a little bit. Okay. Its hit points, it's going to have high hit points. So we're going to give it it's going to have 91 hit points. Its HP is at 91. Immunities, weaknesses, and resistances. So this is where thematically we can make it immune, but I personally think resistance would be better. So we're going to have it be resistance. So we have, because it's pink, we're going to give it fire resistance, and that's going to be 3. And we're going to give it cold resistance at 3. So it has, if somebody were to throw a fireball at it, it just ignores 3 damage of that. Looking at like here, the other slimes, like the tomb jelly, it's immune to acid, bleed, critical hits, mental, precision, slashing, unconscious, visual, and void. So in this case, it's going to have the same immunities, or similar ones. It's going to be immune to visual, because any spell that does a visual effect can't hurt it. And it's immune to mental, because it is, it's mindless. It in this case is a mindless brute as an ooze. And we should make, let's see. Yeah, we'll make it immune to acid. That's pretty standard for an ooze. But it's not going to be immune to critical hits. But it will be immune to unconscious, I think, as well. That is not how you spell unconscious. There we go. And these are very specific things. Each of these terms relates to a specific effect. Oh, DJ, thank you. Awesome. Power of mutual aid. Okay. So, we're getting into the actual actions. So, in this case, we'll make that happen. So, just going to look at some of these abilities that already exist. Like, most of these have a, slow speed 20. Speed is 15. Climb 10. Okay. It doesn't really, shouldn't, 20, 20, and that, So, we're going to give it speed first. Speed is going to be 20. And it's going to have a climb of 10. So it can climb 10 feet in 6 seconds. Not super slow, not super long, but, you know, it does work. Oh, that wasn't an actual donation. Ah, dang it. Come on, folks. Let's get that in here. It's a quest we need to do. Let's get $10. $10. We can add the mutual aid ability. So in this case, it's going to have its standard melee attack. And if you notice, they use this diamond with an arrow, fancy design. So to indicate that on my own writings here, I use a diamond with a line arrow, because those are available Unicode things that I can just tag in. And it's going to be using a pseudopod. Which is pretty standard. Let's see here. Speed, 20 and 10 is better. Maximum 8, minimum 4. So I'm a little low on those resistances. So those should both be 4. Aha. We're going to rearrange this here. Boom, boom. There we go. Resistance, fire, 4, cold, 4. There we go. All right, so pseudopod, let's see. What do we got for strikes? Standard attack is just its melee attack with a pseudopod at level 5. It's probably going to have a 15 to attack. And then its damage at level 5 is going to be moderate. 2d6 plus 6. So just keep standard. There we go. And that's the damage. And then if you notice, they'll typically describe how it works. Bludgeoning plus 1d6 acid and tomb curse. And in this one, it's bludgeoning plus 1d6 acid. Most of these guys do acid damage, so we're going to add some acid damage. And bludgeoning is the type. Bludgeoning plus 1d6 acid. I think that sounds about right for that. And you're the creature 3. You're the creature 5, though. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 1d6 acid is pretty solid. There is a... See, there is a thing here. Just a second. Okay, so that's the tomb curse. Okay, so we're going to do that. And one of the other standard ones that a lot of these guys get is an envelop ability. That's written out somewhere, but we'll make sure it has envelop added. envelop. I happen to know envelop is 2 actions long, so 1 action, 2nd action. So it's 2 actions. Move and envelop. Envelope. The target. Deal, and then deals, it's going to deal persistent type of damage, in this case acid, and what we're looking at, tag team, here's a fun one. Another string slime within 30 feet. Effect, the slime arcs protoplasm to the other string slime. Creatures in that line take 3d6 acid damage. That's pretty solid ability. But this is the only one we're going to do. Deals 2d6 acid damage to an enveloped creature. At the start of the creature's turn. All right, mutual aid it's going to be a lot like tag team. You're right. That's actually a really good ability, and I see we got the 10. Haha, we're at we did go up, and so we are going to be adding mutual aid. Now, let's see. This is, again, if you note, it's got the double arrows, so it's 2 actions for the tag team. So we're going to make it very, very similar to tag team. And so we're going to do this and give that and that. All pride slimes in a 30-foot radius. Effect. How's this one work? Here's what it says. Arcs protoplasm to the other string slime. Creatures in that line. Okay, so any creature caught between pride slimes takes we're going to make it 1d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage and 1d6 acid damage from every slime within 30 feet. So, there we go. Okay, hang on. I can fix. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. Thank you, Wolves, for continually to send up the correct link. So there we have it. It now has mutual aid. And so if you have 3 or 4 pride slimes fighting something, anybody caught within 30 feet of a slime, any creature near a pride slime takes 1d6 bludgeoning and 1d6 acid damage from every slime within 30 feet. Oh, I can fix it, Kamesy. It takes like a moment. Hang on. Which timer is that? It's got the wrong. Say that again for posterity. So mutual aid. All pride slimes in a 30-foot radius activate. Effect. Any creature near a pride slime takes 1d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage and 1d6 acid damage from every slime within 30 feet. All right, and Kamesy, you won Nobody Saves the World. I don't think that's one of my timers here that's going off. Which one is this one? Yeah, that's a Streamlabs thing. That's got to be from the gender-fed bot, Kamesy. And also, congratulations. You've just won the game. All right, and so that gave us another $10. So the donations here go up to 60. All right, there's only one last thing we have to do. We have to determine what type of acid it is. It's a weak acid. It only damages organic material, not metal, stone, or other inorganic substances. And that's just a notation. It is not a actual ability that we have here. So there we go. You've got this we've got this one saved. If you do another $15, I'll build the leader of the Pride Slimes next. If somebody drops $15 more, otherwise I'll go back to working on a map. So that sounds like a great plan to me. Streamlabs. Yeah, that's not one of mine. Yeah. I'm not sure which links, donate, info, milestone schedule. Is that no? Incentives for this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing that in here, so that's kind of weird. So, all right. All right, so we have one Pride Slime. This Pride Slime, I will get it or I'll get it organized and laid out properly after stream, and we'll get to do that one. So, but if we can get another $15, I can do a giveaway for a game, and we'll make the Pride Jelly leader the type that works the best, right? There's no spells or anything with this particular creature. It just doesn't have them. But we'd be looking at, here we go, base roadmap, right? Brute, Magic Striker, Skill Paragon, Skirmisher, Sniper, Soldier, or Spellcaster. So we'd be looking actually a Spellcaster who would... and may have some higher skills. So instead of being like a creature 6 or creature 5, I think this might be a little stronger than a creature 5. But instead of a creature 5, we would actually have a creature 7 probably as the base starting point to develop that one, as it would be the organizer. And so it would have skills and spellcaster to get people going. I could probably build out 2 more on stream if somebody wanted to donate $30. We could do a skirmisher or sniper and the leader. So we'd have 3 different kinds of Pride Slimes that can organize together, and I would modify mutual aid to match, so that they could all be affected with it. So that would be the start for my side of things, my recommendation. But until we get another one, we're going back to making some maps. Well, it won't be the next AOTT episode. This team, my current team, is not going to be able to fight this creature for probably 3 or 4 sessions. I'll announce when the fight happens and everything. So I'll announce when the fight happens for everyone, so that you all can have the pleasure of coming to watch my players just die. All right, so we got a table in here. What the heck is going on here? That's got to be a... There we go. Got rid of that object. Ha ha ha. Perfect. Very nice floor. Looks great. Good. The house is decent. There we go. So we have solved this one. Yeah. Let's make another cabin. We want another village, and we want another cabin. Village cabins are really nice. I kind of like doing them. Pretty basic and simple concepts, right? Nice 7x7 building. And then we tweak it so it actually looks like a real building and not something that a mess of a creature put together. I don't... Why does it keep doing that? Oh, here's a hole in a floor. Everything's assumed to be abandoned, I swear. Yeah, I swear. Everything is assumed to be abandoned. We're going to replace this bed. We want a big double bed in here. And let's put this... What are we looking at here? Is that a... What the heck is that? Oh, that's like a creature trap. What the heck? We don't need a trap in here. The kids have bunk hammocks. You know, kind of like you'd see in a ship. Yeah. We don't need mounted animal heads everywhere. But I do need screens. I know we have some. Here we go. We'll move that chest. Do-do-do-do-do. There's the chest. We'll grab this, move this back this way. There we go. Okay. And let's copy that window, put one on this wall. There we go. All right, so we've got a screen here. We're going to flip the screen so it can block off the children's beds. And we're going to put in a couple more. Why is there a pan on the floor? I don't know. I don't know. And we'll put in 2 more screens. There we go. And then we're going to go to beds. We're going to get... Come on, where's my double beds? Don't want an ornate bed. Why is it only one? I don't want one. There we go. Here we go. Double bed. That'll work. Oh. There we go. Put that there. We can move this up. And there. So now the parents have their own little space, right? That is not the kind of table we need. Here we go. Nice family table. And the fireplace is here. But I need a... I need a stove. We want a stove. Don't need a big... This fireplace... It won't let me resize the fireplace. That's kind of weird. Now, I know they were in the butcher's thing, right? Where's the butcher's thing? Here we go. All right. Let's see here. Right? Wasn't it here? Nope. Was that the bakery that had the stove? Why is there a sausage stuffer in the bakery and not in the butcher supplies? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Makes no sense. Get a little stove next to it right there. See? And now you have the fireplace, which we'll mount the roasting spit right next to it. There we go. And you've got the stove for baking and cooking. So there you go. Now I'm going to go back up here because I saw the sausage stuffer, a meat grinder. Is there even a meat grinder? There's no meat grinder and there's no sausage stuffer in the butcher shop. So we're going to put the meat grinder on the bench right here. It's got to be on the edge of the bench because as you turn that crank, you get too much space and it kind of hurts the hands. And it spits it out on the other end. None of this makes sense as a... I'm in the cooking equipment, but it wasn't in the... Yeah, I don't know. We'll do the same right here. We'll mount the sausage stuffer right there. You turn the crank. You got to have space to turn the crank, and it just runs it out. Stuffing sausage is kind of rough. You hate where this is going? Because bakery is also secretly a butcher shop. Oh, God, no, please. Oh, if you want to get meat stuffed buns, you just walk across the road and grab the meat to make your buns. You know, that's what you do. Okay, there we go. That fixed a couple of things. I am a bit of a stickler. I've had people tell me that I am too much of a stickler for what I do. Because I like having things slightly more accurate. That's just me. My biggest the issue that I roll with here the most is when I click on the floor tiles. Right, there's nothing. There is a gingerbread tiles, by the way. Like I can't go through and say, oh, hey, I want to put down just a path. It doesn't work out. I don't know why it doesn't. But like when I go to a room, right, I can make a garden, right? So I can make a garden room, but I can't have a path walking between everything. Make a large garden. This is going to be the worst looking garden you've ever seen. Oh God. If you notice, it has lots of things that are not garden related in it. So we're going to get rid of some of these non-food items that are growing in this garden. And we will go from there. We do not need red cap mushrooms or a lantern inside of our garden. Although these are some really huge flowers, I don't think they're actually sunflower. A sunflower we can keep. You get lovely seeds from sunflowers. So we're gonna put in some of those. Sunflower seeds are excellent to eat, a decent source of fiber and a light source of protein. So that is not an edible plant. I don't think these are. Let's see. Those I think are white hortensias. I have pink hortensias on my list here. Let's see. Wall plants, mushrooms, rocks, insects, plants, flowers, plants, plants. What else do we got? Yeah, these are not worth keeping either. But we do have cauliflowers. So we'll plant a few cauliflowers. Yeah. Welcome, Stam. Hi, welcome aboard. Glad you're here. Things are great. If you donate $15, I will build a new monster, unless you tell me to make a different type of map or an NPC. But we made a pride slime earlier, and we want to make the leader of the pride slimes. For $30, I can make the whole squad. I'll make the other 2 slimes. Yeah. So there's an evergreen park. This thing's huge. I don't think I want to put it down. I mean, it's like, you can make this thing gigantic, but you have to keep it inside rooms. The biggest flaw, I don't know what an East Indian cherry is. The biggest flaw with a Dungeon Alchemist is I can't build outside of rooms. Ground ivy, lawn with bush, lawn with... What's this? Ooh, lettuce. We want some lettuces. We've got cauliflower. Let's add some lettuce. You know, this is just the big field for the whole village, right? You know, it's kind of what happens. People share and mutual aid. You know, I volunteer with a scout troop, and I had one of the scouts was saying how communism is all about giving up stuff until you actually have stuff to give up, and I told him he was wrong. Because, quite frankly, he was wrong. He didn't quite understand how he was wrong, though. Maple bush, maple bush, maple bush. I don't want maple bushes. I don't need moss. Nettle, orchid, nettle. Now, if you're wondering, nettle is appropriate as a plant to grow in a garden. It makes an excellent curative tea when you have seasonal allergies. You can buy it from a few local, probably from a local health food store, or if you're savvy and know how to only pick a small number of leaves from each plant so you don't hurt it, you can go and do some wonderful options down by your local creek. We're going to put some pumpkins in here. Gourds are everywhere, but pumpkins are specifically North American. And I like that. Let's see. What else would we have? Like, orchids are not a food. Moss would not be growing in there. Now, a maple bush, possible. Now, if we put down... Yeah, see, they got orange trees in here now. That's a change up. Let's see, what do we got? Maple trees. We got maple trees. Now, I can put maple trees outside. So, we're going to put some maple trees outside of the garden. Because sugar maples are a thing. And we're just going to call these all a little bit of sugar maple around here. Because that's a great way to keep people fed. right? Maple sugar, maple syrup, it works wonders. Uh, love having it myself. Let's see, orange trees. So we're building a functional village here. A place that has crops and has veggies. And this is, in my opinion, the correct way to go about making a village in a map. We're going to put down here, we're going to put a few stumps over here outside of everything, because these stumps, they're from trees that were cut down, right? Sometimes you got to cut down the tree, it gets diseased or something like that. And so we're just going to have, here's some of the older trees that used to be here. I can rotate this so they don't all look identical in their exact location, in the way they're laid out. So there. There we go. So there, we have a small maple farm and a little orchard of orange trees. I'm surprised we don't have apple trees. Do they have rhubarb? Ooh, that's a good question. Let's take a look. Flowers. Trumpet bush, yellow flower. Nope, not under flowers. Big leaf, cactus, burning bush, bush, buxus, cauliflower. I'm not sure what a calathea is, but it looks very tropical and probably wouldn't work in the hilly area. I don't know what an East Indian cherry is. I'm guessing that's from the Indian subcontinent, and does it produce fruit? Does anybody know? Grass, ground ivy, lettuce, majesty palm, maple bushes, moss, nettle, orchid. They do not. I don't see it in here. And everything's just lilies from there down. So there is no rhubarb listed there. But what about potted plants? What do we got? Any hanging plants? Those are just ivies. The backstage cabal is 5 pride slides in a trench coat. Oh, jeez. Okay. Plants. Planters. Now, one thing I see here is these look like an orange tree and a lemon tree in pots. And I happen to know that you can just grow those in your house. Well, you know, for $30, I can get you started on the first song there too, because we have at $30. I'll make a song. I've got tons of loops. It is all copyright free, so we won't get a strike for it or anything. Yeah, that would work if you want me to help with the album. But yeah, you should definitely have some indoor fruits. Definitely have some indoor fruits. And for $15, if you do $15, right, I will make another Pride Slime and we'll give away a game. So you're going to get a game that you will be able to play. It's a Steam code for those of you wondering. We're going to get rid of these trees up here, because a planned village happens. And when those happen, well, things are what they are. Yeah. I like when I make villages, if I can't add the thing I need, like I don't have the ability to add like a windmill or a water wheel here. They just don't go at all. I just make I'll just say they're off screen. They exist, but they're not there. Oh yeah, as I said, I can make a gingerbread house if you for $10. I can, or I'm sorry, for for $15, I can swap over and make a gingerbread house map. That was my mistake. But it is time for me to take a break. I do need to take a short one, so I'm gonna run ads and do the ask video simultaneously, and I will be back shortly.
This year in the US, we have witnessed a malicious attack on transgender people by the government across several states. Over 500 anti-LGBTQ pieces of legislation were introduced, and over a fifth of those bills were filed here in the state of Texas. I have been doing nonprofit work since my freshman year of high school. It's hard to believe that over 10 years later, the fight for the liberation of LGBTQ Texans is still not over. In fact, it's only getting harder. Early in 2023, a bill was signed into law banning gender-affirming healthcare for minors in the state of Texas. Fortunately, this bill is being challenged right now in the Texas Supreme Court. However, the effects have already been severely damaging. Children are scared, parents are fleeing the state, and even adults are affected. I know this because I'm one of them. It has been almost a year since my endocrinologist was forced to leave her practice due to hateful right-wing conservative groups making despicable propaganda against her. It has been almost a year since my therapist and her family made the difficult decision to move across the country. Lastly, it has been almost a year since I helped someone who I looked up to dearly in this community pack up to move away from this state because they were no longer feeling safe in this place that we used to call home. It has been a long year, and every aspect of my health, mental, physical, and emotional, has declined to levels that I have never felt before. I tried to keep going for as long as I could, but I can no longer sustain my life without proper care and help. I am desperately in need of a new, gender-affirming endocrinologist who can also treat my chronic illnesses, a new therapist, a vet to treat my ESA's special needs, and last but most importantly, I desperately need top surgery. Now, I know that this may sound strange because I've already had top surgery, but when we take a look at the facts, and thankfully one of my good friends was able to help me realize I did not have top surgery initially. What I had was a breast reduction. There is still a large amount of tissue and fat in my chest that has made me go back into hiding. I had my initial procedure about 2.5 years ago, and now I still find myself wearing baggy clothes or wearing what we all know as our dysphoria comfort hoodies. And I just find myself not going out and doing all the things that I hoped that I could and would be able to do post-top surgery. Honestly, it's just been a constant cyclical pattern of me asking myself, why did I even get the surgery in the first place? Or what if I had taken actions or more time to recover? It's just a lot of whys and what ifs, but I found that asking these questions isn't going to produce the procedure or the results that I want. I've been able to get by so far and make do with what I have, and I've even found a great candidate for a new doctor and a great candidate for a new therapist. However, my monetary resources are rapidly depleting. My job options are minimal, and my current job helps pay the bills, but that's about it. This is where you come in. Here's a little bit of insight as to what you can do to help me get back on track and help me receive the healthcare that I not only need but deserve and should have been receiving in the first place.
$100 cost of a copay and travel to and from the new endocrinologist. $250 1 month of therapy appointments. $500 top surgery consult out of pocket cost. $1,250 emotional support animal procedure and bills. $1,500 support during surgery recovery time. $2,500 business supplies for secondhand income. $5,000 surgery, hospital, and recovery supplies. $1,400 fees and taxes. Total $12,500.
Firstly, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, your viewership, whether it be active and engaging or just having us on in the background while you lurk and work. Your support means the world to me. It honestly, to me, is so amazing that you even would take the time to help listen to my story and get to know a little bit more about me and a little bit more about a Texan who has fought for their community for over a decade now and just wants to keep on seeing great things be done. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am here for. I'm back. So I think there's a couple minutes of ads left, maybe. No, I'm sorry. It's a couple minutes left before I could run ads again. Pre-roll's off at the moment, so it's all good. Once again, I am Jen Giggles. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and we're just doing a mutual aid stream. And we're here to support Ezra, whose video you just watched. We've got some donation things going on. We need. Ooh, I don't have that up on this screen. Hang on. We are at. Whoop, I don't know what I just grabbed. There we go. Wrong thing. We're at $60 of donations right now for this stream. For $15 more, we can give away the Lord of the Rings Adventure Card Definitive Edition. It is a Steam code, so it works with Steam. We'll get that to you by direct message. Please donate. I will build the second of our list of Pride. Our Pride slimes. I kind of like these. I want to do more of these. So far, just this one is going to be up for free. Anyone will be able to use it in their Pathfinder game on our Patreon or Ko-fi, and you guys can get it there once I format it a bit. But I would love to do a full set of 3, and I can get them done pretty quickly. Yeah. So we might rename it. Right now it's just the Pride slime, and it's the trans Pride colors, and so we're looking at that. So we could make we could make the bi slime or a NB slime. We can make the non-binary slime, which I think would be a great choice to add in. And then we could even make the gender fed slime using the blue, green, and red colors of the gender fed slime as the organizer for the mutual aid slimes. If you want, I mean, that's that's just $30. I will build both of those. The gender fed slime is the mutual aid is the organizer, the one to lead it. The non-binary slime is the they would be like the sniper or a skirmisher, kind of do some hit and run tactics as a slime. So yeah, that's just $30 to get both of those made. Or you could make me draw another monster. That would be fun. Or you could make me make a song. I have song making supplies, a lot of song making supplies. So yeah, both of those are great. We've got about 10 minutes before our next game giveaway. Oh God. DJ, yes, a sniper who might shoot an arrow. Yeah, yeah. Oh, good lord. The puns are to be expected, but wow, that one's amazing. Excuse me. There we got one more. We got one more normal game normal giveaway scheduled, and then it's basically just finishing up and working on this map. So yeah. Oh geez, you could even say he's an ace with the arrow. Lovely, lovely. That's amazing. Yeah, let's put it in the town square on this map. You know, and for $5, you could do what DJ did. DJ has placed Pride Slimes on this map. So currently, the Pride Slime is the only monster on this map. But here we have the town square. I kind of like it. I don't think it's it's perfect. I think it needs some things. In this case, I fully believe it needs some. Oops, that's too close to the bench. I fully believe that this little town square needs some community orange trees, because we don't believe in worthless flowering plants on this channel. We believe in trees that should be planted with the idea that people can collect the fruit from them and eat, because it is mutual aid for everyone. Right? That is the idea, that is the goal. And that is what we are all about here. Why is this not working? Oh, here we go. There we go. 2 entrances, 1 on each side. We're going to move this light up a little bit and grab this light and move it up a little bit. It's going to be a bit better on the lighting here. Now, we did have the answer to my question come in. Princess Ozaline has let me know that East Indian Cherry is a multicolored double-flowered mixture that makes an excellent hanging plant. The spicy, peppery tasting leaves and the flowers themselves can be mixed with salads. And that's huge. That's awesome. I like that. So we're going to add those to the garden down below. That East Indian Cherry is a great choice for going into the gardens, right? So we'll go do that here. And let's see, plants. Oh, there's bay laurel. All types of bay leaves work, actually. You can have multiple types of bay leaves. I think there's 5 or 6 different varieties of bay leaves. Typically, we don't eat them. We just put them in our in soups and things. But they do work, and they are a great addition for flavors. Why are the beans hanging? Oh, they're going up a trellis. That makes sense. Okay, here we found some beans too. So we can have our beans going up some trellises. I like it. Basil. There's basil here. I missed that before. Aloe won't grow up here. It would have to be planted inside someone's house. It can grow in some climes, but not all. So, oh, we just had a donation. That number went up. How much did that number go up? $15. We need an arrow slinger. 416. So keep us at funny numbers. Okay. Well, we are at 30, 48, 33. But you know what? It is happy 420, everyone. So we're gonna save this. And I absolutely, and I do mean this wholeheartedly, I will absolutely make this community map we've built available as we go. So let's go back to working here so you can see what I'm up to. And wha-boom. Yeah, so we've got it. We're good. All right, so now we have Pride Jelly, or Pride Slime. It is saved. And we're going to close that. Here is this one is the Pride Jelly. I'm going to rename that. Hang on. So I remember which one it is. Trans Pride Jelly. I don't want a new folder. I want a new Word document. And this is going to be NB Pride Slime. Okay. Now this one is not going to have the that weird yes, Stam, you are more than welcome to make the NB Pride fan art. If you send it to me in Discord, I can attach it and put it onto the artwork for the creatures. So once I get them organized, they can actually be in the artwork for the release of the monsters. NB Pride Slime traits. This is again a ooze, but it is not going to be a mindless ooze. Unlike the previous one where we made it mindless, where it doesn't, it would need somebody to control it. This one's not going to be mindless. We're going to give it what's called the beast trait. And what that means is that its intelligence gets set to -3. So it can learn to, it might not be able to speak, but it can understand languages. Yeah, I'll run that game giveaway just now. So that can run, it can understand languages and communicate in different ways. So let's see here. This is for WWE 2K23. And the giveaway has started. Yes, exclamation point giveaway to join the giveaway. It is a great option for you. Int, wisdom, and charisma. Okay. And so giving it the beast trait means it understands languages, but it doesn't speak them because it doesn't have a mouth. Honestly, a lot of animals have a -4 according to the stats. Dogs, dolphins, and such. Personally, I don't think dolphins are that low. But if you go with a trait that says beast, that moves them up. They're supposed to understand languages but can't talk. So kind of a dog would qualify as a beast almost, but it's limited in the full amount of language it can learn, whereas a beast can fully understand the languages you give it. And we're going to work on this as the extreme stat again. Sorry, a +6 to the dexterity. It's a ranged guy. You guys wanted it to be a sniper. We are now at $79.16 for the stream. So once this giveaway is done for the WWE 2K23, we will run another giveaway. In this case, it's at 79.16. And so 79.16, we're going to give away the Lord of the Rings adventure card game. Yeah, I don't have a command to update that because I never figured out how to get the APIs to work. I'll figure that out someday, but not today. So this one's going to have a lower strength. It's a ranged attacker. You guys wanted the sniper. So we're going to have, it's just going to have a low one right here. Its con is just going to also sit at the low end as a +2. We're going to give it a moderate wisdom at a +3 and a charisma that's right between moderate and low at a +3 as well. So it's about as charismatic. There's it's kind of a charming little slime. People like it. So, yeah. Hawk, welcome in. There's still the giveaway for WWE 2K23 going on if you want to enter that exclamation point giveaway as we go through. And if you give $15, I'll make a third slime here. Even if we don't get through it on stream, it'll be included, and we'll have a Gender Federation Pride slime that leads the NB and Trans Pride slimes in battle. Their special ability across all of them is Mutual Aid. All right, perception. Hang on. Whoop, that's not the right spot. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to copy some of this stuff out right off the bat because it's pretty simple to do. We'll just copy and paste that in. It is a... So, and description for this one... Sniper is the idea behind it for the base dot design, and it's oh, I am brain farting. What are those colors? What are the NB colors again? Somebody remind me of the NB colors, please, because I absolutely don't remember. I know it's yellow. I know yellow's in there, right? Am I right? That's going to affect its resistances, what its immunities and resistances. Thank you. Thank you. So that's yellow, white, black, and purple. Okay. Oops, wrong spot to put that. That needs to go above traits. So poison resistance or immunity would come from the purple. Yellow might be would definitely be one. Hang on, there's a list of traits here. Just a moment. Air, earth, fire, metal, water, wood, and the attacks electricity. So This would probably have electricity, poison and electricity resistance or immunity. And yeah, so we're going to start with those two as its resistances. Wait, I'm sorry. Sludge metal is a thing? That's amazing. Pineapple, blackcurrant, licorice, and vanilla. So DJ Nerd has now given us the flavor of the Forbidden NB Jelly. And it's going to be a sniper, so high perception, high dex, low fortitude, moderate to low HP. Range strikes have a high attack bonus, and damage or moderate attack and extreme damage. So they do lots of hard shooting, not a lot of so they do ranged attacks and stuff for strength. So we'll do that. So we're gonna give perception. It's gotta have a high perception, right? So at a creature, so we should probably go creature 5 again as our base. That's kind of where we're building from. So a high perception is plus 15. So instead of 7, this guy's going to have a 15. So he's going to see things. And we're going to give him his motion sense, because he doesn't have eyes, is going to be much greater, right? So we're going to double that to 120 feet. That's huge. That's kind of huge. Okay, has everybody joined the that wants to join the giveaway for WWE 2K23? There's a minute and a half left. Minute and a half left. All right, perception. We know it's got motion sense. Its skills. It's probably going to have. So for skills, it's going to have acrobatics, not I misspelt that. I did pretty good though. So it's going to have acrobatics, and it's going to have probably have a high acrobatics skill. So that's kind of a trick there. Allows it to do things up in the air. Probably is not going to have athletics like some of these other ones. So if you look, athletics has 11, stealth. We could probably go with stealth. I think our NB sniper might have stealth. And that would mean we'd want to lower our athletics down to the low end, which would probably be an 8. An 8 is a good thing. 8. But the stealth, we're going to make that's going to be the high at a plus 13. I'm sorry, plus 13. So that's pretty solid for it on that. It does have a language. It can understand Common. I may make some tweaks to the other one, but to the Transpride slime. But it can language Common. Oops, sorry about that. I bumped my mic. Common, understand, but not speak. Just notes. Okay. Items. We're going to give it a. It's gonna have some items. Items. Arrow stones. +1 to attack when thrown. It's got arrow stones. So it's just going to be an item that that's something that the players can get. The creature itself doesn't get a change to its bonuses when it's being used. Okay. So its armor class is going to be moderate or low. In this case, I'm going to go with low at 19. Okay. Saving throws. It's going to have... Okay, so our saving throws... Fortitude... reflex and will. The fortitude is the reflex is going to be high at 15, and it's just a +7 on the other two. There we go. Now its hit points are going to be we're going to put it between the moderate and low. So we're not going to give it we're not going to put it exactly where it should be, but HP is 65. It's a weird number, but it's between moderate and low, and it helps balance out the creature a bit more. Immunities, resistances, and weaknesses. In this case, we know that it has resistances to electricity or electric. I think it's electric or electricity. What, I forget the exact words. That's going to be electricity of 4 and poison 4. It's resistant to both of those. Well, actually, it wouldn't be poison technically. It would be acid, because poison is an effect. But we're going to give it immunity to acid. So what should we do? Elements. No. What else do we got? Hang on. Let's look at these. Let's look at the other oozes here. Acid, bleed, critical hits, mental, precision. Oh, I kind of think we're gonna just. That's the sewer ooze. Let's copy this whole thing. So electric 4, right? And then its immunities are acid, bleed, critical hits, mental, precision, slashing, unconscious, and visual. So this thing's got a few more immunities compared to the Trans Pride slime. Because if we look at the Trans Pride jelly here, when we look at its resistances, it's just fire 4, cold 4, but immunities are acid, mental, unconscious, and visual. So this thing's got a few more immunities. That's about it. Nothing that massively changes it in that regard. And then we're gonna give it a. Now we gotta work on its speed, right? So speed, we're gonna give it a 20, and we're gonna give it a climb of 20, so it can climb better than the other slime. All right, and giveaway completed. Yeah. Okay, so pick the winner. Sorry. Oberkey, you have won. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, and we have our $75 giveaway of Lord of the Rings Adventure card game, starting that now, so we can complete that before we raid over to Transgriffin. So this is it. We have, so our donos have gone up to 89. Okay. And for those $10 incentives, do you want to give the monster an ability? Whoever made that donation, what do you want the monster to do? Just let me know in the chat here. I'll try and keep an eye on it. Um, Meowdy! Welcome in, Butch Twink. Hi. Well, this is running right now. Yeah, you get to pick a special ability for the creature. While you think about that, I'm going to run Ezra's thank you video here. Just a moment. And we'll come back.
So there's 1,000,001 people that I would like to thank. I'd love to thank them all by name. However, that is not possible right now. So I'm just gonna do a few of the highlights. Firstly, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, your viewership, whether it be active and engaging in the different Twitch chats, whether you're just lurking while you're working. It is so amazing that you even would take the time to help little me and to listen to my story. I'd also like to thank the Gender Meowster team, the Gender Federation team. Y'all are quite easily one of the best teams that I have worked with in my entire nonprofit career. It is amazing what can happen, what comes out of a small community of people who are just simply doing the work because they care. I'd really, really, really love to give a shout out to Gender Meowster. Thank you, thank you, thank you for listening to me, for bearing with me, for having nice, fun, ADHD sidetrack conversations with me during our meetings. A huge, huge shout out to Trans Guy Energy. You're my best friend, and I am so thankful that I have you in my life. You have changed my overall perspective on what it means to be a trans man in 2024. There are no amount of words that can sum up how thankful I am to have you in my life. Huge shout out to everyone that has donated. Y'all are superstars. You have my eternal gratitude. And of course, folks who donated anything, donated game codes, donated their art services or more, donated any kind of prize, or donated your time being a mod, being on in the background in the administrative end. I cannot thank you enough. Your work is remarkable. We could not do this without you, so thank you. Lastly, thank you to any and everyone who helped me get to where I am today. Huge shout out to my mom. I love you so much. You are, quite honestly, the reason why I'm still here today. Shout out to this little guy. The best ESA anyone could ask for. I'm gonna stop now because I feel like if I go on, I'll continue and just end up in a puddle of tears thanking everyone.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. All right. Just a few minutes left on that. There's still a few minutes left on this giveaway, about another 5.5. So Lee, you get to pick a ability to give to the slime. I'll get it on here. Maybe make it crits on 19. Sure, I can do that. Definitely. Its ranged attacks will crit on 19. I'll finish this one up. There we go. If somebody donates $15 here right at the end, I will still make the Gender Federation slime, Pride slime, as a combo. And so we'll get all three of them for free up on the Ko-fi and Patreons, and I'll send copies to Gender Meowster as well once those are laid out and edited. In that regard, so we've got a little bit going on. I know we're going over to Trans Griffin next. I'm not sure what they're doing for their streams, but I am As always, Jen giggles, she, her, hers. We got a few more minutes here, so let's keep working on this little slime guy. Ranged attack crits on 19, which is a massive, massive change. So, but let's see, ranged attack. We want a moderate or a high ranged attack. So that would be a 15. Ranged attack crits on a 19 plus 15. Damage is also on the high end. So that's a 2d8 plus 7. I just copied in the melee post there. Ranged. We're going to put this here. I have a feeling this guy has surpassed his is pushing at the creature 5 ability. So let's see, the special ability of all of our Pride Slimes needs to go on here. And they're called, it says all Pride Slimes. So this is slightly different. But this is going to also affect these guys. So we'll get that there. Seriously, if somebody can get that last 15 in there before we go, I'll make it happen. We'll have 3 Pride Slimes together. So if you guys want that, we'll make it happen. We got a few minutes left. Transgriffin is ready when I am, but there's still a few minutes left on that giveaway. So do come back. We're usually here most Saturday afternoons, a couple times a month. Usually the first 2 we have, sometimes during the week adventures and one-shots that occur. So we're also always recruiting players. If you guys want to play, message us on Instagram. It's the best place to get in touch with us, and we do vetting and work with everything there to get you in. So you can also join in the fun, run a game, that kind of thing. Excuse me. So there we have. We're not going to give envelop to this particular slime. It doesn't run up and swallow things. But this one's pretty solid. I like it. There we go. We have made 2 Pride Slimes today. I kind of like it. Thanks, DJ, for kicking that off. Yeah. So join us if you want. It's a lot of fun. I'm just watching here on the timer. There's 1 minute left. Hop in if you want on the Lord of the Rings Adventure card game giveaway. This is a Steam code. If I remember right, you can play this one. Let's check. I think this one has multiplayer built in. I have a copy of it, so I just haven't installed it. Yeah, so there's it has a lot of options that you can play through. So yeah, it's kind of a cool game. But yeah, this is what you're looking at. This is what I have codes for. So yeah, if somebody can make that, we can make it happen. All right, let's take a look here. Where are we at? 12, 11, 10 seconds left. Last chance to get in on the game. And again, if somebody does do that last minute $15 donation, I will make the 3rd and final Pride Slime, and you'll get to see all of that in like maybe a month or so when I finally get it edited into the right shape and form. In that regard. Giveaway closed. Yes. All right. Let's pick a winner. Ray, you won. Congratulations. So That is awesome. And the you know, I don't know if this one's multiplayer or not. I couldn't find the notes in there on, at least on my library page. But if it is, great. Enjoy, have fun. I will be back. I will. So I all on the table won a tarot deck from one of the giveaways early on, and I will be back at the next the next one of these to play a tarot deck based solo TTRPG. That'll take a little bit of work to set up and everything, so I'll be back for that so that you guys can all see that deck in use, at least by me. And I'm so happy you all made it. We're going to raid over to Trans Griffin here, and we will have a lot of fun. I hope you guys have had a good time with me. I'm serious. Squeeze in that last donation. Make the $15 happen. I'm happy to stick around. I'm gonna hit the raid button now. Bye-bye. We love Ezra. Thank you all for donating. I'm so happy that we made what we did here. It's amazing. Good luck, and